you all. Miss Billy, wherever you are, you've done it again. Everybody, let's give Billy a hand. Let's give Billy a hand. I tell you, this is just really an honor for me. When Billy called a while ago and she said, Regina, we've got some couples that have been married more than 50 years. And that's really almost longer than I've been living, that somebody has taken the time to get with somebody, get with their boo, and stay with their boo. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of tenacity. It takes a lot of boldness. And, you know, so my hat's off to you, certainly on behalf of the state of Oklahoma and so many folks that want to be where you are, to do what you've done. You are an inspiration. Certainly believe that marriage is the core of our community. It takes a husband, it takes a wife to raise the little boys and girls to become the men and women that we are. And so you all, let's give our couples a hand. And I want you to know that I'm going to ask the couples to come and stand when I call your name, okay? And I want you to know that we have individual citations for each of these couples. Even though I say these couples, their names are actually on each and every one of these citations, so they are individualized. So what I want to do is I want to start off and I want to call up. I got to put my glasses on. I want to call up, and they're not present with us today, Mr. and Mrs. Amos and Maddie Alexander. They've been married 59 years. Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth and Frankie Anderson, if they would come up. They have been married for 51 years. 51 years, y'all. Some of y'all haven't lived that long, let alone been married that long. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Also, if we have Mr. Freddie and Nelda English, they have been married for 52 years. Give them a hand. Woo! The Honorable Mr. and Mrs. Wilbert and Joan Collins. Mr. and Mrs. Terry and Sandra Cornwell, 51 years. Give them a hand, please. Give them a hand. Don't stop clapping. Don't you look lovely? Mr. and Mrs. Alton and Barbara Davis, 55 years, y'all. Double nickels. Staying together. Yes, sir. You all listen to this, 61 years of marriage. Mr. and Mrs. Willie and Libby Griffin, 61 years. Mr. and Mrs. James and Ruby Hall, 51 years. Mr. and Mrs. Ralph and Sheila Hooks, 50 years. Don't get tired of clapping. They've been together for 50 years. Y'all can clap. Y'all not that tired. They've been together 50 years. Mr. and Mrs. Leon and Ethel James, 53. Whoa. 62. They got it wrong. Whoa. Married in 1953. Okay, hold tight because I'm going to repeat everything you're saying and you look fabulous. Okay, so you were married in which year? 1953, July the 1st, you guys. 63 years. I stand. Next July, it will be 63 years. I want to get this right. We have Mr. and Mrs. Levester and Joanne LeGrone, 58 years. Are they here? Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Wilbert and Donzella Mitchell, 57 years. Beautiful, beautiful in the red. Beautiful dress. I love it. And you guys, because Miss Billy Parker is the host of this, the brains behind all of this, certainly going to give a special welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Billy and Lizzie Parker, the mama and daddy of our very own Billy. They I'm going to read the State of Oklahoma citation. Whereas these couples have been married and shown fortitude and gratitude, whereas love has to be shown by deeds, not words, these couples have throughout the years shared each other's joy and sorrow, success and failure, laughter and tears, dreams and ideas, and have been dedicated to each other, their family and community. And whereas where there is love, there is no darkness, these couples have faithfully and consistently let their love for each other give light to the world around them, and in so doing have illuminated a worthy path for others to follow. And whereas marriage is like a ground nut. You have to crack it to see what's inside. They have a marriage that consists of the good fruits of kindness, patience, gentleness, and faithfulness. And whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives wishes to express its sincere appreciation to these wonderful people on this very special occasion, and now therefore pursuant to the motion of Representative Regina Goodwin, the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to these couples, these fabulous couples, sincere congratulations and directs that these citations be presented. Please give them a hand. Y'all stand up.